Evening all, be right with you. I'm just finishing off this donut. And I'm being careful about it so I don't cover myself and my keyboard and everything else in it. One bit, man. Him. Yeah. Just checking the box to see if it had a label on it to tell me what flavour it was. Well, the half did tell me, but having eaten the thing, I'm none the wiser. It was donut flavoured. Toasty flavoured. But I've got no idea what it actually was. It had kind of chocolate mousse filling and kind of crunchy gold bits on the top. Something Greg's festive, I guess. How's everyone doing anyway? Happy Tuesday. Hope we're all doing good. I'm still waiting on, well, Bethesda. So I decided I'd make a Fallout video today. And it took a bit longer to do than I expected. One thing and another. Go through all the bits of news we've had in the last day or two. It's actually been a handful of it. And I decided to add a bunch of like extra bits and pieces and flavour and stuff to the video just to make it a bit more interesting because... you know, it's just me talking to the screen otherwise. So add some visual elements and it all adds up in terms of time, doesn't it? So yeah, that's that. So I'm still on the fence as to whether or not I'm going to do a Fallout 4 playthrough. The more I think about it, the more tempted I am. I am tempted. Right now, there are not enough hours in the day to do everything I want to do, though. And then some. Isn't that always the way? Anyway, evening Steve, evening Tinky, how are we doing? Evening Wayne, hope we're well. Shall we set sail? Jumping back into The Last Caretaker, courtesy of Channel 37. We are very grateful. Yeah, we were going to go on the hunt for fuel before we continued the, for what I hope will be a reliable source of fuel, and what the point, before we continue the, words. I feel like I'm in Bruce Almighty. Before we continue the story. My brain runs off in a complete different direction before I finish my sentence. It's not very helpful, is it? World to update. There we go, my horrific handwriting. The Outer Worlds 2 got an update today. I saw the social post. Fortunately, we're not playing today, so that's fine. And it's a bit more aggressive than I wanted it to be. Sorry about that. Yes, I saw the social post today and we're not playing the Outer Worlds 2, so I will try and get that updated before before we do play it. Is Fallout 4 broken? Probably not. Some people are claiming that it's broken. Those people probably mean their mods are broken. And they probably have excessive numbers of ridiculous mods that they've put together badly. That's my current theory. Oh yeah, so we're here, aren't we, in this big wild ocean. The boat seems to be tossing under me, but I'm not moving with it, which is a bit odd. But yeah, I mean, there are a few issues with the delivery of the new Anniversary Edition content, or rather the Creation Club stuff. Not universally by any stretch, but some people have had apparently some issues in actually accessing that. Those that are aware and are working on it. So hopefully that won't be a persistent problem. Yeah, other than that, obviously some mods got broken, because they always do with an update, no matter whose game you're playing and what it's gonna happen. So obviously some people are a little bit salty about that. But the big one in particular that we knew was going to break and has already been fixed, and that's the script extender, or at least they've already put an update out for it. That went up this morning. So yeah, I'm exactly going to say all is well, but all could be far worse, and normality does seem to be resuming. But there's also some little bit of Elder Scrolls 6 news, just a little snippet, and some hints and rumours coming out about Fallout 3 being remastered. So, yeah. Much happening. We're not quite on target, but we're going to head here because that looks seriously like it might be producing oil. I really hope it is. So we're swinging further to the left as we go. And then we'll see. I guess we could probably do a loop that way, but... Wind's blowing me a little off course. $2,000 litres of diesel on board and then some. So I could turn the diesel engine on and get there a bit quicker. But I want to know that this thing's going to provide me with fuel before I start getting cocky, you know. Hit that roll as the sun comes up. Actually, not so much mistaken, the sun should come up over there, yes. That was a bit loud. My headphones somehow crept too loud. Thumbed the button, I guess. I'm particularly proud of the thumbnail for today's video, by the way. I quite like it. Will I be playing Fallout 3 Remastered? Oh, fuck yes. Oh, fuck yes. My favourite Fallout game, my first Fallout game, one I have an inordinate number of fond memories of. Yeah. Fallout 3 is the game that got me back into gaming after several years of very little gaming. Not no gaming, but very little gaming. It was quite a pretty sunrise there. How you doing, Noel? You alright? I missed something. I felt like I missed something there, no? I usually have missed something, let's be honest. It's not particularly surprising. But yes, I hadn't really played a great deal of... Yeah, that's where we came from, that. I hadn't really played a great deal of games in a few years, coming up to 2010. Early 2010. Sort of between... God. Played a bit, like, in 2008, a bit. Not vast amounts, but some. And then between about 5 years beforehand, I wasn't playing vast amounts. I certainly wasn't buying much. And then, yeah, I went to stay at my partner's place during my first year of uni. She was a year ahead of me at the time. And, well, maybe more than that, actually. But, yeah, she was living off campus. I was living in halls. So I went over to her place because I had no particular reason to stay in halls at the time. And she was just around the corner, and she just got into the bath when I got there. So her housemate's like, play some PlayStation while you wait. So he had to go and do some stuff. So I played Fallout 3 and basically sat there all night playing Fallout 3 instead. And yeah, then bought the TV, which is in my front hall and is probably going to be added to this computer before too long. And my PlayStation 3 later on that summer. Once I actually had some money. I think I might look into some upgrades for my engines. Got that. What's a diesel cylinder? I would really rather have. What's that? Efficiency matrix. Yeah, interesting. What I'd like to find is this electric engine cylinder booster. I've got one for diesel as well. Yeah, nice. So I might make some of those. Get some upgrades. Make sure I'm not going to crash. Oh, I've got a kilometre to go. That's all right. So, booster, and that requires battery cell and a logic chip, apparently. That should get me two. Now only battery cell, alloy frame, logic chip. And I think I will need a few of them, won't I? 3. Okay. So, what do I need? Silicon and aluminium. First up. Aluminium, what do you look like? I've forgotten already. And silicon, need some of that. Aluminium is similar to aluminium. I'm sure aluminium looks much the same. There we go. What are we doing for distance? We're cruising on by, so. As we've been blown off course as per usual. Check everything here is going according to the plan. It is. Battery cell. Fabric. Okay, I'm sure we can do something about that. Do you wish that pulled from storage? Black Vein Station. That sounds like gonna have what I need, alright. So we'll get upstairs and hit the brakes for a minute, shall we? There are mines around here, so there is that. It's anchor. And hopefully I won't hit any of them. So I need a solution for dealing with mines, apparently. And I haven't got one yet. Forward to a playthrough of Fallout 3? Yes, I'm looking forward to that idea too. Still on the fence about Fallout 4. I'm considering doing a new playthrough of Fallout 4. So, upgrades for our Lecky engine. Should get some upgrades for the diesel engine if I can. That'd be good. And for this, I've already got one upgraded one, so I need 4. I haven't learnt the thing yet, have I? Oh, you apparently have. Didn't see it. Where is it? Oh, because I didn't learn the basic one. Okay, so I need storage cylinder, alloy frame, and cooling radiator. Okay, so storage cylinder looks like that. So that will require 4 of them. Alloy frame. And cooling radiators. Need some more silicon at the very least. Well, that does that thing. Let's go and examine our situation. Oh, you need Skyrim playthrough, you know? That's on the to-do list and all. I was sort of thinking I do actually need to review my Skyrim install because I haven't checked it recently and probably need to check for updated mods and what have you. So I'm not going to get any closer than this, I don't think, with my boat. For now. Just because those mines do worry me. This looks like an oil rig. Maybe. I'm hoping it is. The name made it sound like one, and the icon looks like one. So, yeah. Until we've worked out a solution to deal with sea mines, I guess we're going to see what happens. So, let's see. This is on it. Alright, I've got a bunch of enhancers I could look into. There's a bunch of things I would like to do here, but How much have I got? 30. Just put 20 in, 10 in there rather, and then I've got them tucked away just in case I need them for future reference. Oh, I can make a bolt rifle. Cool. I want to learn that. And a massive storage thing. I can make that. Cool. I want that too. What's this? Only Volt Plus. It's an electricity backpack. Water tank. Oh, that might be useful. Petrol tank. Red dot sight. Already got one of those. Food processor. Flamethrower. Again, I haven't really got the full suppressor barrel. Laser sight. Breacher barrel. I assume that makes it into a shotgun. Oh no! What do I do? See what I do. Get all of them. Not bothered about the laser sight, I'm going to be honest with you. No. Shards of specialized targets for soft targets. Okay. Nah. Don't worry about that right now, I don't think, because nuance that I'm not quite familiar with. There's a sniper option there, so I think we'll make this. We'll make one of these into a shotty. I think I can. I do need to. I'll need ammo for it. I'm not sure what the deal with that is yet. So one shy of something apparently. Quite what I wanted. Let's move that over because getting that in that gap's gonna be annoying. Right. What do I need? Allegedly, storage cylinder, alloy frame, and a cooling radiator. This isn't it? It was the alloy frame I needed, apparently. Parts I need to store, I know that. Right, upgrades. You can shoot the mines, but it depends on the weapon you use as to whether they explode. Well, I've got several things to consider there then. We're going to upgrade to a rifle. I need to check out rifle ammunition now. So I don't see anything about rifle ammo. So what I have here is pistol ammo. Which it says standard versatile bullet, so maybe I can experiment with that. Refill. So I need an alloy frame, of which I need to have one. Okay. Storage cylinder, cooling radiator, and nano mesh. Okay. Oh, I could keep that on there, but there's not really much point right now. I'm better off replacing it with something else, but we'll see. G for inspect, isn't it? Right, yes. Put silencer on this. Tell you what, I am going to... in there, can they? Put it in there, okay. Over here. Lucy. I'll have one of you. Anyway, definitely need to stash some stuff anyway. Yes, I know. Right. So, should... Rifle. Right. So, let's have a look at what I don't need. That I've got lots of on me. Split, split, split. Split. Cool. Actually, less troublesome than I expected. I finding the storage space might be a bit more troublesome, but... all the plastic I've got on me. Crikey. Right, next thing I need to do is make a bunch of storage things, isn't it? Can I stack them one on top of the other? That's going to be a bigger question. I mean, probably not, but... So, massive storage thingamajig. It needs alloy, frame, and display screens. Okay. Got a very bad idea. We'll have upgrades one way or another. We need them, so... It's a rockin'. Right. Storage. No. That feels slightly ridiculous. So it seems like it ain't going on there. Well, you can go on the floor then, can't you? It's fine. Especially if I can stack you up multiple layers. That would definitely benefit us if the boat's sort of motion, or if the positioning of things would line with the boat's motion a bit better. Because placing things on the boat like this can be kind of a nightmare. With the rocking and everything. See what I mean? It's all wonky. I'll do for now. Question is whether or not I got... Well, that all went. So I need a bunch of alloy frames, apparently. Cool, yep, that's fine. Still wonky, but not as bad. So what do I need? 2 alloy frames, is it? Yeah. Maybe a couple of display screens. Can supposedly customize this. What's close, proximity, color, icons. Yeah, well, there's a bunch of icons and how useful they are right now. Not very, I don't think. Still, 200 kilos is definitely better than where we were. Any other crafted stuff that I want to chuck in there? I have a pistol somewhere, shouldn't I? I can't see. Probably. That can go in there. I'm going to also chuck stuff like this in here, I think. That. You. Do you know what? I'll have those out and I'll recycle them. Bowling ball, that's definitely going in there. Going in there. Otherwise, I think that's probably, for now, everything I want in that one. Oh, this is such a relief. Metal, I think. Whether silicon actually is a metal, technically. That one's already full. Need here 4 alloy frames. Bloody hell! Did I have some? Put some of them in here, didn't I? There's 3 display screens. Apparently, I don't have alloy frames. What does it take to build one of these? Connect to ports, logic chip, alloy frames. Okay. I could probably have those out. Probably want those. But some other bits I probably want to scrap, so... You need 4 of those, supposedly. No, I've got a display screen, right? Yeah, okay, fine. Right, let's go and chuck some stuff in here that I don't need. Such as all the display screens and solar cells. I just think we're good. Loot, damn ye. Right. We're making progress, an inch at a time, but we are doing it. Right, you know what, I am just going to chuck most of this stuff in a little bit more willy-nilly in this one. Because it's just going to be like that, I think. I'm not sure if I want the biological stuff in there. I don't think I do, really. Display screen. It was in here, wasn't it? I saw I had one. Thought I had one. Was it in here? No, well, maybe I accidentally scrapped it. I don't have a glass on me. Pull from the storage, for the love of God. That is something that absolutely needs doing, and I imagine it's a ball ache for the devs to put together, but it is a pretty fundamental thing that needs to be in there. Right. You're nearly chocker, aren't you? To be honest, I probably want to keep that. It's kind of fine. Probably come out actually. And then those are going in there, I think. Yeah, let's pull that out. Out. I don't think there's much room left here. Chuck the rubber in there as well, I think. So I'll get in there. Come if I can come back out. The fabric. Else can go in. So polyurethane out as well. Put a bit more of this in. Feels not crazy. So then, okay, you can go in there, you can go in there. I mean, feels a bit daft putting those in there, but okay. That'll do for all the organic stuff. Right. Looks suspiciously like progress. Don't need you, you can go in there. Probably don't need fuel cables for now. Right. So, up next, what goes in there? It's a rifle. It's a big version of the pistol. It does feel a little weird, that. And we definitely need a hold to ADS option. Which is not available right now, I don't think. Right. Put that on there. Resource display. 30-round magazine. There's left side, right side, under rail, and barrel attachment. I don't believe I have a barrel attachment yet, but I do believe I want to look into one. I do. Right. Also, good for ammo. Cool. Right. I wanted a breacher barrel, didn't I? There's a suppressor option, but I don't really want to go down that road right now. Cool. Yoink. So, any other fancy attachments or otherwise accoutrement? Laser sights. Surprisingly, not really. Was there... The red dot's even further down. Nope, that's fine for now. There's an electric pistol that got upgrades in a recent update. Remember the exact ins and outs of that, but there was an upgrade. So, let's stock up on a few bits that I'm probably going to need. I've got a bit of plastic. I'm probably going to need a bit more. Let's grab that. I think a bit of fabric's probably not a terrible idea either. A bit of rubber. I'm going to need very much glass. Bit of copper. This feels a bit much. Maybe not. Some iron. So we got aluminium. Let's take a bit of that just as well. Okay. Next thing, we'll charge up this because we're here. And then we might see what happens when we shoot some mines or something. Before I save it, of course, but... It's a weird look at to the water there. Right. Well, pistol didn't do the job. Let's see. Oh. It will. The rifle will. Out of rifle slam, apparently. It's pistol flex. I'm going to go for pistols then. Okay. So the only ammo I had was what I got when I crafted the thing. I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Electric rifle. My one big concern is I don't see a means to make rifle ammo. There's rifle tracer rounds. Sniper rod. Huh. Interesting. So logically, it should be back here somewhere, but I don't see it. Does that mean I don't have to unlock it and I can just craft it? It might be possible. Ah, found it. Right. It's going to make 30, isn't it? Let's make 4 of those right now. Looks like the way. Especially as I'm going to go shooting a few more mines. Not a lot more, but just enough that I feel I can approach this place safely. Then I can move my boat in a bit closer. Make life a little bit easier. Finally, the reload button is on R. It's actually correct now. Somebody switched the rain off. You ever seen like those shots in media of rain machines on sets? It's like where it's a film set in a film, character in a film or something visits it, and they've got a machine to get over the window, and it's just pouring water onto the window to make it look like it's raining outside. Felt like that was what was happening there. Right. Got that one. I'm not shooting that one, it's too bloody close. Feel like that one's maybe risky as well. Just going to back up a bit. I'll try from here in the hope that I won't blow holes in my ship. Although I might not be able to reach from here, so we might have to try alternative cunning plan. So here's the thing. I don't like the angles. I can work with that. Giddy up. I've got 2 rounds and a bunch of bad guys to take out. I can't take them out because for some reason Game is not recognizing my frickin' mouse again. Cute. Mouse buttons. Thumb buttons, anyway. That's unusual for games to struggle with that, if I'm honest, but... It acts like the reload animation is not the worst I've ever seen, I've got to admit. I could have been understanding and forgiving if it was less good than that. Yet here we are. Come at me, bro. You're doing it again, game. Yawn, or rather you're not. More to the point. Right. Run about. Two mooring tethers on this side, but it's a bit more awkward to get into unless I take their mines out, which I might do once I confirm whether or not this is what I hope it is, which is how good a spot for producing oil it is. If it's great for that, then I will set up so that I can moor up on certainly, yeah, on the other side over here, which will involve clearing all of these out. But if it's a bit naff, I won't bother. Didn't really think so. The sun coming up or the sun going down? Down, I assume. A lovely set of purples and stuff. Blues. So, we've got to go over here to get up this long old ladder. Here we go. Health is not at 100%. I haven't saved either, so I probably should remember those pieces of information before I do anything silly. I wouldn't do anything silly, would I? Fuck. It's the blob, it's the blob. It's come from outer space to chew on my face. The torch, isn't it, they're going for? Whew. Be like that, is it? Still coming in force. Kind of better than I thought it might for a minute, though. Jesus, there's freaking loads of them. Close that door. I don't know if it was a good idea or not. Something hurt me. Don't know what, why, or how though. It's getting me through the walls, I think. Something seems to be anyway. Interesting. There's a wall-mounted oven in the atomic shop as well as a pie dispenser. I did see the pie dispenser. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd have to check it out in more details, but if churning out perfectly preserved pies, I'm not a fan. It's kind of trusting to your luck to see whether or not you can get a perfectly preserved pie. It's, you know, a fun random thing to try as and when you come across a pie machine. And if they're just meaning you can just dispense them at will and you can, that really is another example of them missing the point, shall we say. I'd put it in the same bracket as the changes to the Bloody Mess perk, if that's what they've done. If they haven't, then that's different. It better turn out to be worth it. Looks like oil. There's the fight I'm having for this place is a little excessive. Hey! Run away! Here comes the sun. Now then, I don't know where the point I need to attach the power to is. I suppose it's up there. This doesn't open. Doesn't look like it either. I think I came up this way, did I? What? Oh, this is another door that needs power. Okay. Things that need power and also healing. Hey. It's rough. Also not where I need to be right now. Well, up top. I'm feeling I will need to get up there eventually, but... Shit. I'm in as much bother as I think I am. I may have to take a very large jump into the ocean in the hope of retreating to my... Maybe not. Maybe I should. Retreat to my ship. Let's check this out. I'm still none the wiser as to where I need to be to... that way. Power this place up. So there's going to be, in future, a gyrocopter and a jet ski added to the game. Additional vehicles. That way, where did it go? There, I think. And I've just spotted a landing pad that looks suspiciously like it might be suitable for a gyrocopter. Aha! Missed me! Oh, nearly bounced off the freaking wall there. No! Please land in the ocean. Ooh! Hey! That was a little worrying. Yep. Yeah, that sweet, sweet dial-up health. Gyrocopter could be interesting, yeah. I think it's pumpkin pie and things like that. That would be okay, I think. Although I do feel like these are generators. They're just kind of reducing the amount of play you have to do to play the game, you know? More and more and more stuff that just means you don't have to play the game. It's weird. Don't get me wrong, I'm well aware there is a market for this stuff, but it doesn't make it any less weird. So I need to power this place up and be able to turn that on. And it's over by... Okay, cool. That's potentially useful information. Dived into the water here and I'm hearing scary noises. I feel like there's debris from the sea mines there. You're off me, you buggers! I shall wreak my ruin ye. Other. What's that? Do I have any grenades? No. I have the means to craft any grenades. Petrol grenade. I don't suggest they're essential, but it'd sure be blooming helpful. Which one these are? An example of not being able to extend the hose down far enough to peak this, I guess. Yeah, those pink blobs are certainly irritating. So are these fuckers, by the way. I knew that was going to be a dead end down there. Ah, curses. Well, fortunately, I not long saved it. I would contemplated just going over the side and into the water there. Ah, but I didn't. I'm now slightly regretting my last life choices there. Or end of life choices in this case. How am I doing for ammunition? Not actually very well. To be honest, I kind of expected. Yeah, one of those. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that makes this a shotgun now. A really blooming long shotgun. At least one that looks really bloody long anyway. I'll leave for now. Depends on your build, I think, that one, Steve. If you're going with a melee build or anything like that, then being a carnivore is way better. I know there's a lot of players who do go veggie, but I should review that, actually, given my current build setup. But, yeah. There are strong advantages to being carnivore as well. How's it going, Granny? Alright? Did I say that? Or did I not? I don't know. Either way. At least once, if not twice. Something about the way those things just get in your face that is really, really annoying and creepy and disturbing. Lunch from hell, indeed. Die, you little fuckers. It shakes like it's quivering in fear. I don't feel like this is any more effective, actually. Get off me, you fucking little shits! I don't know, they're chasing my torch, but I'm not turning the torch off because I can't see them to squash them! Now then, where were we? Escape doesn't take you out of that. It's just slightly weird and annoying. I don't like it. I feel like there's more through penetration with the rifle rounds. Same with the pistol rounds, actually. I really want a grenade. Yeah, I think the greater amount of penetration is... somewhat useful. Though I'm kind of now wondering whether or not shotgun might be worthwhile here. We'll find out, aren't we? Well, more worthwhile, but it seems like a good idea, doesn't it? Questions about the virtues of any plan really right now. Still no sign of where I need to go to power this bloody place. I think a shotgun will be good for that. I'm not saying it's not good for that. think Baldric would be proud of this particular cunning plan. Yeah, shite. Cowabunga! They're still coming after me in the water. Wonderful. Ah, I'm so fucking dead! New stratagem is required. Yes, I thought so. Right. What do I need for this? Alloy frame, cooling radiators, and grenade ignitions. Okay. Very large can of wasp killer, something like that, yeah. Bullied by robot bees, yep. Definitely. Quad explosive shotgun, yeah, that would be appealing. Definitely combat one, yeah. Hanging in there like hair in a biscuit. Haven't heard that one before, but I like it. To be honest, they're robot bees. You'd think a water pistol would be the solution. Did I put the grenades? No, I didn't. For all that. There you go. This time we're taking grenades as well as guns. I'm hoping a petrol grenade might be good for taking out their nests, for want of a better word. Because I don't know how many grenades I'm going to get for my trouble craft in this. Grenades does this actually produce? I don't know. For cooling radiators. Apparently, silicone. Which I may not have enough of. I like the grenade resources are a little bit demanding. Right. Ah. So now I need to put petrol in this thing. I think I know how to do that. Think. Plonk. Carefully, without blowing up the ship is the idea. Fuel line. Yeah? Yeah, there we are. Yeah, see, you need different things. Hopefully that's going to be enough to produce me several grenades. Be a bit peed off if it isn't. How much does it need? 50 litres, and there are 200 litres in each of these, so I'm going to need another one. This is... This plan had better work after all of this. I was going to say, I hope they had the good sense to make it make grenades cost a round fraction of what's in these, so that you don't get left with little bits hanging around. You know, fraction of fuel here, fraction of fuel there. Yeah, I'd have been really annoyed if I died to banging that thing against the ceiling. Last one, I believe. I do feel like I wish this was further over towards the end, and then there was more room around the end of it for putting this sort of stuff neat and tidy. Though it's conceivable I might just be a little pedantic about stuff like that. Like this could be tucked right over this side. Being in the corner here is not so helpful, because this is kind of dead space. Same on both sides. They're kind of in the wrong positions, really. I know, it's an unheard of suggestion, but till now, anyway. Up. Yeah. Let's try again. To be honest with you, rifle seems to be more effective than shotgun right now. Not a lot more effective, but a little bit more effective. Didn't go where I wanted it to go. I think that might have been a bit better. Yeah, one of the advantages with this is pre-penetration. So I can kind of hit several at a time when they're all bunched up like that. Ah, you bugger! Stick a battery on a tennis racket and show them what love means to test players. Yeah. That's not the right one, I don't think. It's not. So we're on the right general idea, but I used 3 grenades on that one bloody nest and didn't manage to take it out. So not anywhere near efficient enough from a resource standpoint. Bit of a shot there. Whoa, I nearly ran right off the edge there. Where would I have ended up? I'm actually kind of curious, but not right now. Now then. Better, see? The fuck throw was that? Might do the job. Looks better. Well, looks like we might have made some progress. I got on them both there with the second one. This place has turned out to be a much more formidable challenge than I was expecting. No, I didn't get them both. Okay. How about the little shit? You can't bash her in an ADS, and I cannot stress how much I hate the fact it's set to toggle, not frickin' hold to ADS. Got it. Good, I've got it. Oh, well, it was ugly progress, but it was progress. Can I make that jump? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Yes. Oh, Scheiße. You blobby motherfucker. So that... Oh! Made it. Yeah, the feedback on throwing the grenade is not ideal. It just drops it at your feet if you don't hold it when you press the throw button as well. It's not a more drawn out animation than that, which is, it's a bit unforgiving, you know. Right. So we've made something that looks creepily like it might be progress. I don't know why it's creepy, but I've just decided it is. Is this? This is it. Right. Lads und ladettes. Which is to say channel 37. This is all well and good. This is not all well and good. That is a very long way across the room. That could have been right there and saved us a lot of misery. I'm just saying, like... Just saying. Could have at least saved us a proportion of misery. Early access, yes, exactly. I really should make a point of writing some of this stuff down and notes on the Discord server, shouldn't I? Come to Papa and burn, you little shits. Right. Now then. This was the basic one, isn't it? Right. Put it quite there. So there it is then. I need an alloy frame, which apparently I'm going to build on my person, which is not exactly optimal, but it's fine. Silly Putty is a toy and Serious Putty is C4. Would this be Scary Putty? Something like that. Kind of getting the vibe that it's more like Homicidal Angel Delight, really. There we go. Homicidal Tubby Gus. Yeah, same basic idea, really, yeah. To all intents and purposes. Death Blancmange from outer space, yeah. All of the above. Anyway. I didn't like it, the excess amount of cable it was using to get where it needed to be. Because apparently I'm fussy about stuff like that. Interesting. So... Interesting. It's a bit better. Right. So now I've tidied up that bit of cable. I lack iron, apparently. Seems unlikely, but okay. You are taking the Michael's eye. You're taking the Michael. Problem is, I don't see any... Yeah, well, my battery's about to run out, so what I'm going to do, for now, is trying to remember where my boat is. So I'm guessing that it's that way, isn't it? Here it is, alright. Head back to the ship, because I need to get some iron and presumably definitely get rid of some of the crap that I'm lugging around. And here comes the sun. Here come to disaster. Sploosh. Here come to diverser. Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that name, to be honest with you. Good 50p movie. Yeah, there's red horrible stuff like that knocking around as well, so there's definitely blob references in there. Quite pink and wobbly and outside. Oh dear. That's what your urologist is saying. You might want to either get a second opinion or visit your urologist a little bit more often, Gray. One or the other, I'm not quite sure which. Yeah, my only some of my generators seem to be spinning. That's interesting. Don't know if that's a bug or if that's just the weather, something to do with the weather or what? And there might be damage. Let's have a look. Anyway, I've got no sound. No honourable mind. No, I don't think so. It's a trifle questionable. A questionable trifle, maybe. Oh, yeah. I tried getting a second opinion there, he found my bracelet. That's better. Because all the sound was coming out of one earphone there, it felt like everything was off. It was weird. Still isn't quite comfortable. I don't know what's going on. I would put it down and wearing my headphones too much, but I really haven't been wearing them that much, so. Not in the grand scheme. So how are we doing for cucumbers? Really where you go, is it? You go in here. Yes. You can go in there, because apparently I'm not that bothered about having a shotgun either. What did I do with my... In here, then. Shotgun pistol? Probably not. You never know. Right. Definitely too much of that. It's all the aluminium I've got, isn't it? Cool. better turn out to be a place that actually generates oil and stuff for me. Otherwise, fuel and such. Because otherwise I shall be less than impressed. I needed iron, didn't I? Iron I didn't have enough of? Yeah, but I just picked up a whole bundle of it, so fine. Bloody hell. Wildlife around here is decidedly on the frisky side. Me. There you go, there's the blob lake thing. That away. Let there be light. Right, so now that's that done. Somewhere around here. There ought to be some kind of lift. Aha, here it is. Cool. Cool. So, I feel a deep sense of relief. Just some scrapping resources. Okay. Actually, a decent amount of resources. And there's storage and health here. Right, okay. I think I'm going to get the authority to access anything there, but we'll see if we can get that. Anything there? No. Don't know what it's going to take to get it through level 3 doors and stuff. Level 2 doors and what have you. So I want to see what's at the end here. It's a long, scary run up to the end. So we've got this Bernie thing. But it doesn't seem to do anything. See another cloud of whoopsies, but also not helpful. So there's a bit of oil here. Yeah, I've got all of these places coming up on the map. Like I can't open that because I don't have the clearance apparently. I'll probably need to get in there from some other side to access that. A couple of maybes on that. There's a door. Oh, it's the fucking blob. Right. Not entirely convinced that was worth the effort. Doesn't seem to give me access to the other room either. Maybe it does that way. You know what? They can stay there for now. Yeah, it was the sewers under London. Well, not just London, but famously, yes, the only way to access that is from underneath. Couple of swarms. Not really. No major source of them, so once they're destroyed, these swarms should stay gone? What you call a Daedric prince who's just lost his battle for Tamriel. Mayrin stay gone. Right now. It's not just cooking oils though, it's a bunch of other stuff that shouldn't go down the drains either. Fats and oils are part of it, but all the wet wipes and nappies and other fucking shit that you really shouldn't shove down toilets and drains either, that people do. And then it all mixes into it and really becomes quite the problem. So that's like fucking concrete in some cases. Hello there. Anyway, all this is... somebody was in surprisingly good nick when they met their maker. Boat of mine is a very long way down from here. Big fire grenade, huh? So this doesn't seem to work right now, but it looks like a machine that really should do something. Which gives me several thoughts, because I've climbed all the way up here and this thing doesn't do anything. That's kind of annoying. It looks like it should be pumping oil out. Be an oil producer. With the view over that, I mean, it's a bit plain view, isn't it? That's where we need to be going. Bunch of different platforms. I believe that I think that is the Lazarus vault over there. Somewhere over here is sort of what we've already explored. Yeah. Maybe reactivate the platform. Yeah, I'm wondering about that. That's what I want to do. Something to that effect, you know. Get it producing hydrocarbons. Well, no idea what's in here. Other than a nasty surprise. Him. Oh, have a good one, great. I will go for a little bit longer, but we did start rather late today. But see how that goes. Help me, horrible little acidic robot tick things. These things. Right in my face, you little shitbags. Sounds suspiciously like a certain four-legged friend of mine may have been to the bathroom. Ha! We're up. Right. Well, we got that door open. The next question is whether or not it was worth it. Because I remain unconvinced. So, that building's open. There's a door at the end that may or may not be the pumping house. I don't know. Controls are in there. I can't get in. Ugh. Avert a sneeze there, because I'm thinking you'd be appreciative of the spike in volume. Extract, refuel, refine, would like. Certainly seems to imply that we'll be able to run pipes through here eventually, doesn't it? With the light switches, there it is. Hopefully I won't be the target for too much longer. I'll go for the lights wherever they are, and then I'll be able to just shoot them. And the cluster on the lights. That looks like an oil pump of some kind. I know it, I did. Right. They make different noises, different blobs, but these red ones do seem rather scared more than dangerous, but electricity in, oil out from the look of it. And some repairs probably needed, but titanium, carbon fibre, neutronium. Bloody hell, I don't think I've got neutronium. Otherwise I'd be inclined towards something. I don't know if I can build down here or not, but... Oh, shit! Oh! Oh, I missed the hard surface by... not very much then. Now output. Oh, what, no energy? That's why they're not working. They got damaged. Probably. The others need repairing, because these are still whirling away. Notice the mines are getting a bit closer. Drifting over. Need plastic and iron. Apparently I'm out of that. It's interesting. Don't the turbines degrade over time? They might, yeah. Would explain a bit, wouldn't it? Let us save it before I do anything silly. I can see what I'm aiming at in the dark. We let it go till morning. If I don't get any closer, we'll be alright. It's a big, maybe. Ooh, what's that? Pink stuff. Neutronium! Where did I get that from? Info, that's what I want. I do need neutronium. Ooh, we got a multiple tag there. Yeah, is that another one out there? Might be, might not be. I don't think so. Well, the net should be able to grab me a whole lot of stuff there, but I don't think it will. Not really how that works, is it? There's a lot of organic material floating around in the ocean there now. Right. We've made some progress. Let's see what's in this thing. A bunch of stuff, not what I need. Oh, no. Depositable, take all. Weirdly, that thing floats better when it's sinking. It floats better when it's full. Right. Don't know if I managed to repair all of these. I don't think I did. No, I didn't. I got distracted, didn't I? I'm curious why these ain't spinning, though. And the ones at the back are. Unless it has something to do with us being at full battery, and no, we're not at full battery. I may have to rebuild them, mightn't I? Let's do that. I like that it takes a minute to dismantle these, but I think it does take too long, really. A little overburdened right now. Hmm. Gee, I'm not happy with that decision. Hello, kitty cat. Someone's going to go back here. I think one here. I can build them on top of that. That's interesting. One here then. That. One here. This one could probably go like... No. Not quite as neat as I was hoping, but... Alright. For some reason those are not spinning still, and I don't understand it. Speed's not huge, but still, should be enough to get them there slowly, so that well, two of them are going. Better than where we were, right? Should all be running power down. Weird. I'll leave it for now, we'll see what happens. Right, so I need that. Need to figure out where neutronium comes from. Don't know right now. No, I don't know. Right. That's plasma gel. That's a new one as well. That's the one now. Go. It's fine. Cool. Right. I'm doing for ammo, will I? Not great still. Eating through it with this gun. Definitely eating through it. Not a fan of how expensive grenades are to craft, are they? Slowly gaining power, despite the fact that I'm actually working some of the equipment. Yeah, you see it's just enough power coming in to be up on the consumption from Fabricator at the moment. As soon as it stops fabricating, the power on the inner ring jumps, which is how much power is coming in or going out if it's back left and red. And then you've got the total amount on the outer ring. Yeah, I get it. See, now it's jumped right back up again. Turn it off, puts a bit more power in there. Righty then. You kidding me? It's supposed to work. Further investigation required, apparently. The ladder goes a very long way down beneath the water. There's still goop up in that corner, is there? Yep. And I'll lure it towards me so that it's coming at me all in one direction, and then we can deal with it. This will be a blancmange-free oil rig by the time I'm done. Blancmange-based nightmares tonight. So I thought making it come at me might be the play. Seems it was not. Oh, I haven't got the thing with me, have I? Right, you little pink bastard. It's like playing a Kirby game. There's the bad guy. Anyway, yeah, we figured that out. I was a bit annoyed when I found out, but yeah, I did figure it out eventually. I feel like a bit of a gratuitous use of ammunition, that, but hey, what the hell. Anything else, we're not a happy camper. But figuring out how to get this thing going, or just climbing to the top of that tower to find out that the thing up there does nothing. I feel like it really should, or at least do something. That's not the button I was looking for, that's the button I was looking for. Good to know. Need to leave in a hurry. As long as there are no mines down there at the time, anyway. Otherwise, you might find yourself back at the top of the tower a lot faster than you were intending to. Or at least part of you, anyway. Right. So, cleared this one out, I think. Cleared out the top room yet, have I? Oh, not these buggers again. Excellent little shits. Oh, motherfucker, there's a lot of them. Can heal without going back to the ship. I must remember this. I'm going to need to in a minute. I do feel like rather than using the crowbar, I should just be stamping on these things. It just feels more appropriate somehow. I've got one grenade left and they're really bloody expensive, otherwise I'd consider using one. Got a few in a minute when I've dialed up some extra health. Wouldn't it, now? Use the light switch, serious. Doesn't help any, it just makes me feel better. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I'm happy that these don't work so well yet or not. Through it. Oh, that felt like the play. I don't know. I give you freedom and this is what I get for thanks. Robot ticks. That's one way to reach a new level, I suppose. You survived. Right. Anything interesting on this level? Or anything that's a priority? Really, right now. Not urgently. So that's that building cleared. This building is also cleared apart from the bit that I can't get into. And this is mostly cleared apart from wherever the last sneaky little bastard is hanging around. You can hear the squeaky motherfucker. I shall be hearing that chittering in my dreams, I fear. Gotcha. Catch you later, Noel. Have a good night. Right. Oh, I only need the one neutronium. That's cool. So I need to come up with some iron, some aluminium, some titanium, and some carbon fibre. I can do that. Let's see if I can't find a bit more stuff to take downstairs before I do, though. Looks like it's the end of Flubber. Yeah. It's similarly pestilential, to be sure. There's something out there is still making an annoying noise, but... Probably drag a whole bunch of that stuff back on here, but it seems like less than it's worth. This thing is either over encumbered, likely needs more power, maybe? Can't really tell. I mean, I can make it work also. I'll work on the assumption I'm going to need more power for starters. Evil twin, yeah. Flubber was a bit more mischievous and a bit less vicious, I feel like, from what I recall. I don't recall that well, to be honest, but still. Why not, I guess. Turbine blade, connector ports, logic chip, alloy frame. Once again, I apparently haven't got enough iron. That's irritating. Oh well, we'll come back up with some in a bit. Oh, splish. Why do these leeches seem so enamoured of my metal body? Maketh no sense. No. Needed some of that, didn't I? Need a bit more of that. What else I needed, really? Carbon fibre, I needed some iron, I remember that much. Need a bit of copper, just grab that in case. Last one, that was it. I needed some rubber, but I think I've already got some. Not much iron as I expected, to be honest. I've got a bit kicking around. I don't remember how much I needed and what of, but you never know. Sometimes you get weirdly lucky, right? Yeah, that one was definitely a classic as well. Anything more out here? Yeah. Apparently over encumbered though. We'll be fine, probably. Up we go. Need some kind of light by that entrance so the leeches don't show up. That way. Up this building so I can get to the top of the other one. Up and round and round. Yum. Okay. Now we've got more power. It's time to find out that wasn't the problem at all. Nice shot. Another nice shot. Yeah. More hazardous than I wanted, but it wasn't quite where I wanted that, but hey, it's close enough, so. Wonderful. So we can confirm the problem was not a lack of power. Which is very annoying because it means I don't know what the problem actually is. Ooh, that didn't go where I wanted it to. Oh, it's way too heavy. Few resources on there. Yeah. Doing everybody's age all at once there. I shouldn't worry too much. Real. None of us spring chickens in here. Well, most of us ain't anyway. Quite fun when you get a good throw, but right. So you work out why that one worked. But otherwise, I think I've explored every building I can get into. Just that I think it was down here. Oh, this is just another way into the same place, isn't it? I remember. Oh no, it wasn't. This is another room I stuck my head in, decided I didn't want to be in, and then left again, wasn't it? Not very exciting. There's all there. Can never find the stairs in this place. I remember something. I remember Windows 95 for sure being used in schools. I think I remember something earlier than that. A titanium, okay. I can't remember what. 4 maybe? I don't know. Let's go for a swim. Floppy when it was actually floppy. It's the bit that's inside that's floppy, ain't it? Don't take that out of context. The big ones. That I don't remember. Although I think that was more down to opportunity than timing. That's the right one. Titanium. What's the sort button? I think it was a sort button. I can't remember what the sort button is. Really? Titanium. We need a little bit more just in case. It's kind of bluey, isn't it? Yeah, okay. They do not have a lot of titanium. Fortunately, I've got enough. Primary school definitely had more than one desktop computer for the whole school, and it was a very small primary school, really, so it wasn't bad. It was like one in each classroom. There were a few of them anyway. Went a lot though. We were too young to be coding stuff, I think. I do vaguely remember teaching teachers how to use it, probably. We forgot more than I knew at that point. What was that thing we wanted to repair? It wasn't up here, it was down there, wasn't it? Sounds about right. We got power. Well, we've got a repaired oil producing thingamajig. Question, where does it output to? Well, it's going to need tanks to output to, isn't it? Realistically, I want the tanks down there, don't I? So that I can actually get them onto my boat without in around. I have some thoughts and ideas on this front. So I need a fuel cable. I need a power. I need to get power down here somehow. A couple of ways I can maybe do that. Made it. I don't imagine robots would make that kind of noise, really, would they? Also, in other news... Die! Die! That's off. Diesel, diesel, petrol, petrol. Don't really need that right now, but I would like to get it onto my boat. The front end of the boat is going to have to be changed into a fuel tanker of some kind. Yeah. Got those two. Connecting them, I mean, they're not exactly convenient to connect over here, are they? I could break them down and move them. I don't think... I might lose the oil at that point, which is not the end of the world, but... does feel kind of wrong. This is the end for you, little blancmange. So there's also these are oil tanks, aren't they? Yeah. I also still want to know what the deal with this is, which is, as far as I can tell, nothing but looking pretty. Certainly not going to help me get my oil off this thing. Didn't like that. Yeah. Right. Oil tank. Do I have oil tanks anywhere? Doesn't look like I do yet. Oil tanks are at 20. Wonderful. So I will have to move the ones I've got. Well, I can't move the ones I've got. I'd have to connect to these because I can't produce them right now. So I get to a higher level. That's very annoying. You're okay with that, about using cable? Yeah, we basically did that last time, right? Well, some of that anyway. I did use bungeeing as an option as well. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to move those, so... right, let's get some power down there first. Ooh, I don't need to go through the door for that. I could just... power off the top and come straight down here, couldn't I? Maybe, sort of. Maybe. Some thoughts. Thoughts, and I got ideas. They are conflicting in my mind. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, fill those tanks up, I suppose, but I don't think it's... I won't be able to get it off the platform onto the boat anyway, so... And I won't be able to do anything... actually, I don't know if we'll ever do anything with it or not, but... Yeah, that's almost more acceptable. No, that's not going to work either, is it? I'm going to have to accept that this is not going to be tidy, aren't I can't accept that. That's just not good. That's just not good enough. I'll be tidy enough if I go over here. Okay, that'll do. Oh, that won't actually, but anyway. All right. Still going, yeah. Oh, crikey. That time. Well, it speaks well of the game. It's engaging. Also, it takes a while to feed one's obsession with tidy cables. Yep, certainly did. Oh, curses, that's not happened in a bit. Run out of cables in a while. Build. That went better than I was anticipating, actually. Weird on many levels, don't know what I was expecting there, but not that. Right. So what I probably really want to do is run fuel cables down there and not up to the top. Because I can fill those tanks up top, but I don't think there's a lot to be gained from doing that. Because I can't store stuff and take it away anyway right now. What I might as well do is prepare for... this is not the shortest route. It's prepare for when I can. And then hopefully I'll be good. He says. Plan for a time when I can actually do something with some of this stuff. Alright, yeah. There's an option to convert oil to diesel. Yeah, I don't know if I have access to it yet though, that's the thing. Oh, we're down. It's not what I'd call an efficient approach, but hey, we're down. Come on, scramble. There we go. Make like an egg. Scramble. Right, so how do we turn oil into petrol and diesel? Because that's far more useful. I don't think I actually need oil right now anyway. Wish you could see these a bit more clearly when, like, early. Diesel engine cylinder super booster. Lovely. Engine generator. Food processor. Water purifier. Petrol generator from biomass and electricity. Generator from petrol. Must be further down. There's always moderators here. Distillation tower. Generates diesel, petrol and plastic from oil and electricity. So that would be great, but again, need to reach higher levels of that. Sometimes oil tanks. Ultimate Genesis. Interesting. Really powerful torch. Food. Right. Try. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do is just get ready so that I can start converting oil into... Really creep me the hell out then. Petrol, or whatever, when I get the chance. So what I'm going to do for now... If that. It's going in there. We're going to go and begin running some pipes down. Here comes the sun once again. I think we're going to run them down here. So. Just the wood, except I can't connect one to that, so. It's the question how I'm going to do that, really, isn't it? What about here? I can do it there, though. That'll do it, if now else. Cool. It's a storm in the distance. Not to be confused with one in a teacup. See what's going on here. I was hoping I might be able to get a cool picture there. Oh, not quite as successful as I was hoping. Oh well. Right. Maybe went a bit further than intended. I think it went a bit further than intended, but I don't think it went over the other side, which is the main thing. Well, thanks for gyrocopters. Yeah, that's the point. They might be useful at a later date when we've got a gyrocopter. We weren't any particularly near the helipad. They're at the other end. I suppose I could think about that, maybe. Is it the next update or is it a bit further on, though? I did look at the road map, but it was a couple of days ago now, so... Might have been yesterday, actually, but either way. I still can't remember it. Still need to figure out how to power this bloody thing. Next one. Oh, cool. There's a jet ski on there as well, somewhere as well. Which is a fun idea. Now, any evidence while I'm down here as to... Oh, no, there isn't. I mean, it's still faster than the alternative, but jeez. Right, so we were going to run it off the side, I think. Well, right here. It's not... Can't get at it that way, though, so... That way. Ooh! No! Fuck! Curses. Bloody hell. Right, I'll get this little setup I'm doing done, and then we'll call it there, because I'm like an hour over time already. I know I started late, but even so. Let's be prudent. Whoop, that's not prudent, but anyway. So, down here is where we're going. Just practicing. Right. Okay. So for my next trick, I need to work out how many cable, whether or not one cable is going to get me down there or not. Well, there's an easy way to work it out on there. We wriggle through the gap, drop off the edge, and hope for the best. Well, our first piece of news is yes, one cable was enough. One cable does plenty, unfortunately. What it don't do is stretch quite far enough to allow me to get back on, so that's a bit annoying. Hopefully it'll hang out low enough that it won't be a problem though. They reel up quite as fast as they used to, do they? No, that's cool. Yeah, bugger. Jump, damn you, robot! The problem is that I want to connect that to the top. Did it do it? No, it did not. Pick. I mean, it's not as neat and tidy as I'd like, but we'll take what we can get for now, hey? So, that will do. And then when the time comes, I'll be able to put up converters and tanks and things down here, eventually, I hope. And we should be good. Now then. Let's save before I have any regrets. More regrets. Come on, scramble like an egg. Yeah. Damn, not quite quick enough. Maybe I was. I don't know. Anything, Kane? They have hiding spots in this game, underwater or inside of buildings. Well, like little cubby holes and things you can get into to find stuff that they've stashed away down there. Somewhat aware of. Finding them, well, yeah. I'm not sure how worried about doing that I am just yet, but also these being here when we really need them down there is spectacularly helpful. I want to know why this doesn't work. Does he have power? Nah. Maybe? Nah. Actually, you know what? I don't need to do that right now, do I? Because I'm just about and leave it on the floor till later, can't we? Where that kind of goes, like, battens out as it goes up the tube, just makes me think of some kind of weird snake. Right. So, we've got the opportunity to build down there later when we want to. This producing some oil for me for now anyway. We upgraded our engines. Still want to know why I don't have enough power for this thing. And I'm wondering if I just need more power for it. Don't know. There's still one room I can't get into because I don't have the ability to get into rooms locked that hard. 2 on, 2 off already, aren't there? Yeah, that's already full. Means I'll need to probably bang one on the one here for now. You'll do. So 2 turbine blades, connector parts, logic chip, alloy frame. Fine? Yeah. Could be fine, could be a glitch. Yeah. Reloading might help. Don't think I've done that since. So you know what, you're probably right there actually. That makes a lot of sense. I'll save myself some resources for right now. I'll see if I can't make it work in a minute. Is there a save station up here? There is, isn't there? Next to the health machine. See if that'll do the job. Nearly ran into a wall. There are red lights on here, but I don't think that means much. Now it's not illuminated at all. Everything seems to be struggling. I think maybe there is not quite enough power. No, I do think there's maybe not quite enough power. I just was failing to communicate that. Let's go back to the previous plan. So I need an alloy frame. Cool. Need more juice, I think. Does anything go by? Well, the lights have stopped flickering, so that's a good sign. This is now all glowy. It's not quite what I had in mind, but... By the power of Grey Skull or something. I don't know. Work your beach. Do one more thing. One more experiment before I rage quit. No. Or I really must stop. I didn't realise how much bigger that was. Cyclone, turbine blank connect, not fine. So what do I need? I should have at least some of those things from dismantling the other one, but you know, life is cruel and unfair sometimes. I do actually need two of those. I thought that was actually incorrect for a minute. Won't be long now. Occurring over here. Silly people being silly from the look of it. Right. There's the sun. So, lighting enough power. This isn't even spinning for some daft reason. I don't actually understand. Weather, maybe, but... let's stick it over there and see if it works a bit better. Even though those are spinning. How much geography's got to do with this, but you know, it is what it is. We'll give it a go. Right. Something about unlimited power. Another all that's unholy. I'll give it one more load and see if that makes it work. Otherwise we may just have run into a bit of a early access issue. Which, you know, is fair play really, isn't it? I feel like background music could play more than it does. Again. Intermittent power there as well. Maybe need a transformer. I wonder if I need one of those efficiency things or something. Go down, self. So many jokes, so little time. You know those mine cars that have the handles that you have to pump to make them go back, forward and backward and stuff? Felt like that. I mean, I'm glad I can do that, but rather it just bloody works. Wouldn't we all? I may have gone over the other side. Going after it if it did, I don't know that much. Looked like it did. No, it's just the way the anchor is supposed to look from it. I thought it was wedged in there. Cool. Now look around and see if anything's stuck. Can't see anything that's stuck. I did have a look around, yes. But don't think that's it. It's got a... We ran into this issue and it just wasn't properly powered. It wasn't powered in general. Somewhere else earlier. Or rather, we ran into an unpowered lift that sort of manually worked if you cranked it. So... You stay. So yeah, I think glitch is probably more likely case. It's fine. I'm sure they'll get it fixed eventually. That's a little inconsistent there. So, the plan next time will be push on with the story, I think. Because we've discovered this place, we've kind of organised it and got it prepared for when we were actually a high enough level to take advantage of what this place has to offer. Which I'm not, right now. But when we get there, we'll get there. Or something. Anyway, for one evening, let's put that there. Oof. Yeah, way over where I wanted to be. All achy. I'm having a lot of fun with this game. It's easy to lose a lot of time in it. And yeah, it's kind of what you want from a game like this, isn't it? Definitely fun. We're very grateful to Channel 37 for the key. I will still have to ponder what we're going to do tomorrow. We did more of this than I expected to today, so... maybe Last Caretaker, maybe Outer Worlds. I kind of like to make some headway in the Outer Worlds too. So I might go for that tomorrow and we'll make some headway. I'm thinking that if I do a Fallout 4 run, or start a new Fallout 4 run, I'll do it on Saturday. And maybe sort of start lunchtime-ish on Saturday and do a long session on Saturday daytime. Maybe into the evening, you know. Just as long as I feel like. But start around lunchtime and just play for as long as it seems fun to do so. If I do that, but I would want to play around with some look at the creations and stuff in the anniversary edition, and I'd also want to sort out some mods and stuff and make some adjustments before I do that. So there's also a setup time question and videos and streams and everything else. So depends what I get time to organise this week and stuff. So we'll see. That's another good reason, though, in a way, to stream the Outer Worlds tomorrow, just in case later on in the week I don't have enough time of an evening to stream or something. Yeah, it's just fluff. Yeah, I'll have to see. I'll think about that one. Anyway, probably the Outer Worlds tomorrow, so that should be fun. Well, we're heading into territories new tomorrow, aren't we? Checking out that new trading place, Auntie's Choice. Yep, I think it was. It's been turned into a trading hub, so hopefully we'll get some upgrades while we're there, and then we'll be pushing on to the next planet. So that's the plan there. Video-wise, I'm still planning to do some stuff on sort of going over what's actually available in the Anniversary Edition update for Fallout 4. Actually look at what those creations are and stuff. That one's sort of on... kind of hanging in the air at the minute because I'm still waiting on Bethesda before I can do that. So yeah, hopefully we'll have something going on that. And that also kind of hangs on whether or not we stream at the weekend as well. Otherwise, I should probably do a Fallout 76 camp at some point fairly soon, because I did the best builds at the end of last week, and I should probably do another something this week if I can squeeze one in. So yeah, that's where I'm looking at the moment. Definitely keeping busy at the moment. which is great. If you haven't seen it, by the way, I went over all the latest and greatest in Fallout and Bethesda news today. So it's only a short video, but there's some really interesting bits in there, I think. So we've got some, obviously, stuff about the Anniversary Edition and other stuff as well. That is going on around Elder Scrolls and Fallout 3 and stuff. So if you haven't seen it, do have a gander. It's about 10 minutes or so, you know, something to scratch the itch if you want some more Bethesda news. Anyway, otherwise, like, subs, notification bell, all that good stuff. Do appreciate. Social media links in the description. Channel memberships down below if you want to support the channel. And, yeah, what's the other thing I wanted to say? Gone. Brain is gone. Brain is off now. Oh yeah, playlists. That's the one. If you want to see more of this series, it's on a playlist. If you want to see more of other series, they're on playlists as well. So yeah, tons and tons of stuff to watch if you're looking for something. Anyway, for now, thank you for hanging out. Hope you've had fun. We'll be back tomorrow evening, probably with the Outer Worlds. So, I need to update that because I've written a note about it, which you can't see because I'm waving it out of camera. There it is. Have yourselves a good evening, folks. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Have a good day tomorrow. I'll see you hopefully around about 8 o'clock, depending on whether or not I end up making videos later in the day than planned, which is what happened today. Anyway, notifications will keep you up to date, won't they? Hopefully. So, until then, have a good one. See you next time. Bye, folks.
Yeah.